Hey everybody, we're going to tackle the question, can you patent the game mechanics or the game design? I am JD Houvener, patent attorney, owner here at Bold Patents Law Firm, and also author of Bold Ideas, The Inventor's Guide to Patents book. I've helped inventors for 10 years and helped thousands of them achieve almost 500 patents total. I'm here to share this valuable lesson about gaming. Gaming is huge, it's booming, and dig into whether you want to protect the mechanics or protect the design. And the answer here is yes to both. You can get a patent on both. You want to look at whether each of those, in turn, are novel and non-obvious to see whether you want to patent one or both of them in terms of how you're going to go to market. So gaming, you can think of board games, traditional physical devices as well. Monopoly, Trouble, Sorry, some of those classic card games as well. Also, online games, no doubt, is huge. So thinking about digital gaming, online, mobile device gaming, apps, that type of thing. So let's take these each in turn and kind of go through what steps I would go through in consulting an inventor on whether they should or should not proceed with patent protection. So game mechanics. Game mechanics is more about the process, the rules, honestly, right? How does the gameplay flow? And I guess this applies both in physical board games, right? Arcade games, as well as software, digital gaming. So it's the steps. How does the player interact? How does the user interact with the game, interact with other users online, in person? What are the tokens? What are the pieces involved? It could be a pretty complex set of rules. And if you can boil it down to a fairly straightforward common denominator, maybe a set of 5 to 6 steps that you believe is unique and no one else has done before, you've developed a new game, and that is patentable. You got to make sure you think about 2 more things. Even if what you got is patentable, now you've got to put yourself in the shoes of, hey, I've got a patent that's issued. Would I be able to, one, identify infringers? This is the concept of detectability. Would I be able to spot another game maker that's using these steps? And so long as that's true, right, if they sell or publish their game, and you think you have the ability to spot, hey, those are my 5 steps, you're infringing my patent, then it's wonderful. But if those 5 steps are kind of happening behind the scenes, or they're not necessarily public, and maybe even those steps are performed by the users only, and they don't even have to show up in the rules at all, that might be harder to detect. And that would sort of go against wanting to seek patent protection for the actual game mechanics. Same goes for software. If the method and process that's happening is behind the scenes in the coding and in the internal, right, the actual structure of the gameplay, but it's not apparent to the public or the user about what's happening, how the data is being stored or exchanged, or how players are able to interact directly with each other in this format, well, that's really not public and therefore not detectable by you, the inventor, if you were to actually go through all the steps required to get the patent granted. So detectability is the #1 thing to look at for mechanics. Now on actual, right, game design, in terms of the design of the physical components and or the graphical user interface, right, the parts of the user interacts and sees the shapes of the characters, the models, the board, whatever it is that they're interacting with in terms of the game, those individual components can definitely be protected by design patents. And that may be the strongest way to go in terms of its overall clarity of the ability to detect infringement. It's a physical product, and of course, that's the physical world. In the graphical world, the app design, app development, that's a recognizable, right? Distinguished piece of graphics, whether it's 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional, that can be very clearly identified when an infringer decides to proceed and go to market with the same or similar concept. So detectability is really important, even on game design as well. And I think it does weigh more in the favor, if you're going to choose one or the other, game design, right? The way that it's physically or software graphically designed, you can protect those with design patents. So hopefully that helps you understand, appreciate the analysis, at least initially, with whether to proceed with one or both on the game mechanics or game design. So if you have more questions or want to explore this further, I encourage you to download our Inventor's Kit. This has got a lot of information, a whole PDF of my book, as well as your options for patent searching and patent application drafting as well. So, hope this was educational and informative. Get out there and have some fun, develop those games, and I hope to see you next time. Go big, go bold.